Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Outcast is the name. Let's do this. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be breaking down my Mag Prime build and my Latron Prime build. The Latron will require the Incarnate adapter. If you need a video on that, don't worry, I can get it up. Just leave me a comment down below and I'll make sure I do that next. But for now, onto the build. So here is my Mag Prime build. I'm using growing power in the aura, as applying status effects with weapons increases ability strength, which is great for my pull and my magnetize and even my crush, as I use them consistently. Sure-footed for chance to resist knockdown, prime continuity for duration, fleeting expertise for efficiency and duration, rolling guard to be invulnerable for 3 seconds from all status effects, augur secrets for ability strength, umbral intensify for ability strength, streamline for ability efficiency, and natural talent for casting speed, as that is vital for this build. And finally, umbral vitality for the health, and using the 2 umbral mods of course does increase the percentage that they improve your stats. Now, getting those is fairly simple. You will follow a quest line that gets you Excalibur Umbra. Again, I can do a video on that if needed in the future. I'm using Arcane Energize, as it is a staple arcane on most Warframe builds. I think many other arcanes will suffice, but it is the top one for the dollar. Molt Augmented as my secondary arcane, as again ability strength stacks up to 250 times with a 0.24% increase per time, again to really maximize the use of my abilities. Now, the reason Mag and the Latron go so perfectly is thanks to Magnetize, as you'll have seen in the footage below. Because the Latron Incarnate mod does fire a projectile that gets trapped in the magnetized dome, and it makes acolytes a problem of the past. They will be obliterated, smushed, crushed, destroyed. So now let's get on to the build for the Latron Prime. Again, I must say you need the Incarnate adapter to really maximize the use of this weapon. The build is pretty good in general. As you'll see, I'm using Shred and I have a Riven for the Latron, which I was fortunate enough to get. But if you don't have those, that's fine. I'll show you the build that you can use. You can swap the Riven for Galvanized Aptitude, and you can swap Shred for Serration, and you will still see a very, very similar output. However, if you are fortunate enough, like myself, to have a Riven, I'll show you the build. So I'm using Shred for a 30% fire rate increase and a punch through. It's so good now that the Incarnate adapter is here. The weapon is top tier by a long shot. In my opinion, it's my favourite weapon to use right now. I know others will rave about the Burston and the Torrid. I've not been fortunate enough to try the Torrid yet, and you know, I will, and I'll make a video on that in the future. For now, I'm using Prime Fast Hands for the reload speed, Vital Sense for crit damage, Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot, Hammer Shot for crit damage and status chance, Bladed Rounds for crit damage, as I'm going to be aiming down sight a lot to get those headshots, as I believe it takes 4 or 5 headshots on Steel Path to get my Incarnon mod ready to go. Critical Delay for the crit chance. Hammer Shot again is vital for this if you aren't using the Riven I have for that extra crit damage, so I just want to go back and stress that. However, my Riven does do 262.8 crit chance and 252.2% damage. I'm then using Vigilante Supplies to make the most of the ammo pickups we get, and Primary Merciless on kill plus 30% damage for 4 seconds, stacks up to 12 times and gives a 30% reload speed increase, which is great. Again, these builds go so hand in hand thanks to Magnetize Mag's second ability. I think the Latron Prime Incarnon adapter on its own is fantastic. If you don't use Mag, don't worry, still give this weapon a go, and vice versa. If you don't like the Latron Prime or you don't have an interest in the Incarnons, the Mag build is very good in general. With all projectile firing weapons, you will see very nice synchronicity between the two, and I cannot stress enough how good this build is. That's all from me. Hope you liked it. Drop a like, drop a comment if you're new, subscribe for more. Don't forget to click the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. That's all from me. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.